Well, let's bring in Nizar Fazak again, who's been commenting on this through the day. Do you think he achieved anything with the lawmakers which we didn't know, anything new which we hadn't heard from him before?
I think he definitely motivated and encouraged the right in the US. They like this kind of rhetoric, that's tough, and believing that there's bad guys and good guys. But as far as the left, of course, they found it offensive. The fact that he's using the hostages and the soldiers as props when his son is in Miami having fun. So all of these, and in fact, I think almost every single thing he said was not correct. Like there were falsehoods, a lot of falsehoods. So all of this purposing of the visit in order to make himself be the leader of this global war on the uncivilized, I mean, a lot of people see through it.
But about 24 standing ovations at least, so certainly support here in Congress.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, on the right, he is a hero. Right? He comes across as somebody who is a fighter, who, of course, they like his, racist tropes or his Islamophobia. These are the kinds of things that they like when he says them, because he comes across as not politically correct. Just like Trump, that it's the same kind of people that like the same kind of rhetoric. Tough, but in fact, the speech itself had very little truth in what he was saying.
Okay, you mentioned Trump. He's going to meet Trump on Friday, potential president again, of course. He's going to meet Joe Biden on Thursday, who is the president. Notable absentee from today, the Vice President Kamala Harris, also a potential president. How concerned will he be that she's not there and the message that might send about Israel and its policies?
So I think Netanyahu put all his eggs in the Republican basket, and specifically Trump. So he's betting on Trump. I don't think he's trying to carry favor with the Democrats. But again, he's a very shrewd politician. He's done it before, where when he angered a faction, he goes back and tries to repair, just like when he did in Israeli elections, where just a day before the elections, he said the hordes of Arabs were coming to vote, and then a few months later, after he became prime minister, he went to the Arab Israeli or Palestinian citizens of Israel to say that he loves Arabs, and he calls himself Abu Yair, and trying to reach out that way. So I think that's not something he's worried about. As far as the Democrats, definitely is a very big message. In theory, if it was another head of state, Kamala would have stayed. The Democrats are sending a very clear message that they disapprove of his policies, they do not share his values, and that they want a different sets of policies that de-escalate as opposed to escalate the war.
Well, the policy they really want, of course, is to see a ceasefire. Netanyahu will meet Biden on Thursday. Biden doesn't have the problem of re-election now. He can concentrate all his efforts on this. Do you think there's any hope of a breakthrough from what you've seen and heard today?
So interestingly, I think the fact that Biden decided to announce his exit before Netanyahu's visit was precisely to suck the wind out of Netanyahu trying to leverage the elections to his favor. So I think now Biden has much more leeway to put the kind of pressure necessary because he has nothing to lose, literally. So that Netanyahu agrees to the deal, which incidentally was an Israeli suggestion that the Americans adopted.
Okay, finally, Netanyahu promised he would talk about the day after the war, a comprehensive plan. Was there anything new in what he said today which gives hope for the world on what happens after this conflict is finally over?
No, he was very general. He said that he wants a new Gaza, that one where the Palestinian who run Gaza would be Palestinians that do not want to destroy Israel.
It's not too much to ask, is it?
I know. It's like it's not up to him to decide who rules Gaza. The Gazans decide who rules Gaza. And the more important thing is that he said that they will stay in Gaza. They will continue to occupy Gaza. And that, of course, is going to be a problem because that's one of the main conditions that Hamas has on the hostage deal. But then again, for Netanyahu, the hostages are not really his priority.
Okay, Nizar Fazak, thank you very much indeed. So that